on the edge of your seat. Coming in at number 10, The Descent. The story follows a group of 6 adventurous women who reunite for a yearly expedition in a remote mountain range. After a tragic accident a year prior that left one of them deeply traumatized, they decide to explore an unexplored cave system to rekindle their friendship. However, a cave-in traps them deep underground, blocking their only exit. As they search for another way out, the women soon discover they are not alone in the pitch-black darkness. The caves are home to a terrifying race of humanoid predators that have adapted to life without light. Trapped, isolated, and hunted, the women must fight for survival against the creatures and their own mounting paranoia. Coming in at number 9, A Quiet Place. The story follows the Abbott family, who struggle to survive in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by blind extraterrestrial creatures with an acute, hypersensitive sense of hearing. The family lives on an isolated farm, communicating through American Sign Language and walking on sand-covered paths to avoid making any sound. After a tragic accident claims the life of their youngest son, the family is torn by grief. A year later, the mother is about to give birth, forcing them to navigate the most dangerous moment of their lives. When a creature enters their home, they must use their wits and silence to survive and protect their newborn child. Coming in at number 8, Pacific Rim. The story is set in the near future, where monstrous creatures called kaiju emerge from a dimensional rift in the Pacific Ocean, systematically destroying coastal cities. To combat this seemingly unstoppable threat, humanity builds massive humanoid robots called Jaegers, piloted by 2 people whose minds are linked in a neural bridge. After years of war, the Jaeger program is losing funding as the kaiju grow stronger. Raleigh Beckett, a washed-up former pilot haunted by his brother's death, is recruited back for one final desperate mission: to lead a small team of surviving pilots on a suicide run to the bottom of the ocean to seal the rift forever. Coming in at number 7, Godzilla -1. The story is set in post-World War II Japan, a country already reduced to zero by the war. Koichi Shikishima, a guilt-ridden kamikaze pilot who deserted his post, survives a brutal encounter with a massive dinosaur-like creature on Odo Island. He returns home to find his parents dead and soon takes in a woman and an orphaned baby. To support them, he joins a minesweeping crew, but his new life is shattered when Godzilla, mutated and empowered by nuclear testing, attacks. After a devastating rampage through Ginza that leaves his loved one presumed dead, a vengeful Shikishima joins a civilian-led mission with one goal: to finally kill the monster. Coming in at number 5, The Mist. The story follows David Drayton, a struggling artist who, after a devastating storm, takes his young son to the local supermarket for supplies. A thick, unnatural mist quickly rolls into town, bringing with it terrifying creatures that attack anyone who ventures outside. Trapped inside the store with a growing group of frightened townspeople, David must contend not only with the monsters lurking in the fog, but also with the escalating paranoia and religious hysteria of the survivors inside. As the situation worsens, he discovers that the most dangerous threat may not be the creatures outside, but the fanaticism growing within their fragile society. Coming in at number 4, Exit. The Host. The story follows Park Gang-do, a slow-witted man who works at a small food stand along the Han River in Seoul. His quiet life is shattered when a terrifying, mutated creature emerges from the water, causing panic and chaos. In the ensuing rampage, the monster abducts Gang-do's young daughter, Hyun-seo. When the government declares that the creature carries a deadly, unidentified virus, Gang-do and his dysfunctional family are quarantined. Believing his daughter is still alive after receiving a mysterious phone call, he and his family escape custody to mount a desperate, unauthorized rescue mission against the horrifying creature. Coming in at number 3, Cloverfield. The story is presented as found footage from a U.S. government case file, recorded by a group of young friends throwing a farewell party in New York City. Their celebration is violently interrupted by a massive earthquake, followed by the decapitation of the Statue of Liberty, which lands in the middle of a street. As the city descends into chaos, the group witnesses the emergence of a gigantic, terrifying monster. Amidst the destruction and military counterattacks, one of them receives a desperate call for help, forcing the group to venture back into the heart of the ravaged city to rescue a friend. Coming in at number 2, The Thing. The story is set in the desolate landscape of Antarctica, where an American research team encounters a mysterious alien life form. After a Norwegian helicopter chases a seemingly innocent dog to their base, the team takes the animal in, unaware of the horror they have unleashed. They soon discover that the creature can perfectly imitate any living organism it touches, making it impossible to know who is human and who has been replaced. Paranoia and fear grip the isolated outpost as the men turn on each other, realizing that the greatest threat may not be the alien outside, but the one hidden among them. Coming in at number 1, Godzilla. The story follows Ford Brody, a Navy ordnance disposal officer who travels to Japan to assist his estranged father, Joe, who is obsessed with uncovering the truth behind a mysterious disaster at a nuclear plant 15 years earlier. Their investigation leads them to witness the resurgence of a massive, ancient creature known as Godzilla. As they uncover the hidden cause of the catastrophe, they discover another secret revival elsewhere, forcing humanity to confront a grave danger. Caught in the middle of a battle between colossal creatures, the world's only hope may lie with the mighty king of the monsters itself. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update.